Welcome to your next stop on the virtual farm tour. We're at Fresh Pick Produce. My name is Sarah Swain and I'm the 2020 North Carolina Watermelon Queen. And I'm here today with Mr. James Sharp, owner of Fresh Pick Produce. What are the basic steps of growing a watermelon from seed to grocery store?
Okay, so at our farm we start seeding the seed in March in our greenhouses. We grow a transplant. It takes about 4 weeks to grow. Once it's mature, we plant it in the field on this black plastic with drip irrigation. After transplanting, it takes about 65 days before it's ready to harvest. Then once we harvest it, the process starts at our packing facility. Okay, so our farm starts, we start watermelon harvest July the 1st through the 1st of September. We bring the watermelons in from the field and they are put on a packing line which washes and chlorinates the melons. That sanitizes any germs that's on them. They're washed, they're dried, then they come down a sizing line which separates the small melons from the large melons. We can pack melons that could be 150 in a bin or maybe as small as 200 in a bin. Once they're packed, they're carried into the cold storage, which is approximately 55 degrees, and are cooled until the trucks get in to ship them to the stores. We sell to different grocery stores as well as farm to school, so they can be in your local schools during the summer. Those grocery stores we sell to ranges from Walmart's, Food Lines, some product gets into Harris Teeters, and other local grocery stores around.
What is your favorite part about being a watermelon farmer?
I just love growing something that's so healthy and delicious to eat for our community.
Why did you begin farming watermelons?
So I actually started growing watermelons when I was a kid. I was about 12 years old, and just from there we grew larger and more watermelons every year, and now we're shipping to about 20 different states, these red delicious North Carolina watermelons.
Do you grow any other produce?
We grow strawberries, sweet corn, collards, and lettuce, romaine lettuce. So our watermelon season starts the 1st of July and runs through the 1st of September. As we harvest these watermelons, these are 2,000-pound bins, and we'll harvest approximately 16 million pounds of watermelons that we'll bring through and pack at this facility. Okay, so as the melons come in, they are washed and chlorinated here. We use a chlorine solution that sanitizes the melons, and they're washed with these brushes, and as it goes down, the blue fans will blow air on them to help dry them before they get onto our sizing line where they're sized. We have about 250 acres of mini watermelons, so they're all personal size melons. They weigh about 4 to 5 pounds each. So our watermelons, when they come from the field, they are put on the line outside, and they come in and are washed, and then they are sized and graded by the size of the melon and packed in different packs. We may pack in these cardboard bins that hold approximately 150 watermelons per bin. Our bins on the end of the line, we pack about a 200 count. There's 200 melons in a bin. Now after the melons are packed, they are stacked up and put in our coolers and pre-cooled to about 55 degrees. And then they await a truck that's going to your local chain store or grocery store to be loaded and shipped to.
Now that we've seen the process of growing a watermelon from seed to grocery store, I want to show you a fun recipe that you can do when you buy a watermelon at the store. Today we're making watermelon kiwi popsicles. Here's what you'll need. 3½ cups of seedless watermelon, 3 kiwis, a popsicle mold, 4 tablespoons of sugar, and a blender. The first thing we're going to do is take our kiwi. These kiwis have been halved, and we're going to scoop them out with a spoon. Make sure anytime you're using a sharp object or any kitchen appliance, you have parental help. And we're going to take our kiwis and scoop them into a bowl. Now that we have all of our produce prepared, we're going to first put our watermelon into our blender. Once again, make sure you have your parents help with this. We're going to put the lid on and blend it on high until smooth. Now that our watermelon juice is ready, we're going to pour it into our popsicle molds. And I'm going to fill our popsicle molds up about 3/4 of the way. Now we're going to take our watermelon juice and put it in the freezer for 2 hours. Next, we're going to take our kiwis and blend them on high until smooth. Because I like my kiwis a little bit sweeter, I'm going to add 4 tablespoons of sugar. Looks like our kiwi juice is ready. Now we're going to fill in our molds the rest of the way with the kiwi juice. And freeze until solid. Looks like our popsicles are ready. If you registered for the activity packet, it comes with a brochure of watermelon recipes, the recipe that we've made today, an activity sheet, and some fun, healthy eating ideas. Thanks again for joining me, Sarah Swain, the 2020 North Carolina Watermelon Queen, on a fun watermelon tour.